Hi, how are you? I hope you're well. Welcome to Mel's Mindful Musings. So in my previous video, I was talking about the letting go, of things that once you ask the question, do I still love it, made it easier to maybe let it go, give it to somebody else, put it to a better use. And I thought the theme seems to be continuing today, but in a different way, because when I pulled the inspiration card, renewing your life, and very clearly it shows getting rid of the clutter. So what came with this was accepting what is. Now, what that then brought to mind was how very often we think we crave something new. We look around our home and we want to renovate it, or we think we should be better. We should somehow change ourselves and renew our image or renew something about ourselves. And it depends always. That's why these are great for discussion, these types of analogies, is because there isn't always one simple answer. It's the questions that we ask that help us dig a bit deeper to find out what's really motivating us. And I thought, I was speaking to someone who had changed their kitchen about 3 times in 5 years, and we then got talking as to what was behind that, because they still weren't happy. And after a discussion, what came about was that actually it was nothing to do with changing a kitchen. There was a lot of unhappiness going on inside of them, and we looked at that and what was stopping them from having joy in life, stopping them from seeing the beauty that is around them, and loving what is. And I then found myself thinking about that lovely movie, the famous all-time Christmas movie with Jimmy Stewart, It's a Wonderful Life. We forgot it then. And in that, I remember one particular scene where he has obviously been given the opportunity to see what everyone's life and the world would be like if he hadn't been born. And when he was having the breakdown and things were all going wrong before he made that wish that I wish I'd never been here before, he was getting very angry with the fact that his house was falling apart, and there was on top of the banisters there was the carved top of it that kept coming off, and he was getting angry and slamming it back on. And then I always remember when he then got to come back to his life, he picked it up and he kissed it and said, "Hello, lovely," whatever it was. I don't remember the name. I'd have to go back and look at the movie. But I just remember him absolutely being joyful about his ramshackle house, and because it was full of love. So what he'd done there was thinking he wanted to renew his life by wishing he'd never been born. But actually, he got to accept what is. And then what came next, when I pulled the next one, it all made sense. And that even, the film even sort of showed that in this way as well, because revealing radiance in our life and within ourselves. So I feel this time today, I feel the message is much more about, once you have decided you're having a clear out, that's fine, that frees up space, but do you need to immediately fill it with something else? Or do you feel light at the end of those activities? But if it comes from a different space, if it's coming from you're disliking everything, it never looks right, you keep repainting something, you keep changing you keep changing. When that's happening, then there's usually something much deeper going on that needs looking at. Because then you can reach a point of, do I upcycle the object? Do I make it more beautiful? Do I reveal its radiance by repainting it? And then with us, that can be the same. Does that come to a point of accepting you as you are, revealing your radiance, starting to count the many wonderful things that you have in your life, the many wonderful traits that you have that make up you, rather than always looking to make the constant change. So I feel this is a different way of looking at this, of renewing your life, that sometimes it isn't the constant change that's needed. Sometimes it's just stopping a moment and reviewing it and renewing it by accepting it, by being joyful about what's already in your life and who you are. So I hope that helped. That gives you some more pause for thought. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Be well.